Hey, what's up, guys? This is Scott here at the Furriers channel. Got some more pickups. Came in the mail about a week or so ago. I'm a little behind on the game on some action figure pickups. Trying to be behind because obviously you kind of run out of space, so you got to kind of draw a line in the sand and be like, all right, well, we need to cut back a little bit here. But this is a line for me I was on the fence on because I'd gotten the first wave and I was like, this is all I'm going to get. I don't really care to move on with this line. And of course, I don't know what happens. You start seeing them out in the wild and you're kind of like, oh man. And the show really helped too, of course. So if they're going to keep going with it, it's the X-Men 97 line. I'll probably slowly pick them up, I guess, because in my mind, I'm thinking it'd be cool to kind of have like an X-Men 97 shelf. Of course, something's going to have to come down because we already have basically 2 full X-Men shelves and some sporadic X-Men stuff kind of spread out. So not sure what we're going to part away with yet, but we'll see because this line is getting a little bit bigger. We got Emma Frost came in. The lighting might be a little glare. I almost was just going to get her to replace my Emma Frost in my classics looking X-Men shelf, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. So mainly because it kind of has that cartoon face look. If it's on the shelf though, you probably wouldn't really be able to tell. And this is another one that I really wanted to get just because it's Wolverine. And I've got some Wolverines that are in their jacket. I got the cowboy hat one. But I really like the way this one looked. I don't know if I'll be able to swap the head out with any other Wolverines I have to do anything different, which I probably won't. So hence why I was like, well, I'm just going to get the whole line and keep getting whatever comes out. Because I went and got Sunspot too. Like I said, I got the whole line. Pretty basic looking figure. Looks just like the cartoon. What else we got? Morph. Oh, they're coming down. The Morph figure, which I was on the fence on that one too. The only thing about it is I don't know what. I guess if I've probably got some suited guys, I could probably pop that head on. So it just seems kind of strange to have, I forgot his name from the cartoon. I think he's in the comics too, but with the Morph outfit with the head, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a gimmicky kind of thing, I guess. But it's a nice head to have if you have like some suited figures you really don't have. I think like General Ross, I think, from the movies I've got. He's always just, not General Ross, but Abadai, I can't remember his name, the guy from the first Iron Man. The dude played him. Anyways, I can't remember anything. And we got a Jubilee. I've got a Jubilee that's more of the classic X-Men looking one. Not the Build-A-Figure one. I'm pretty sure it's not the Build-A-Figure one. No, it was the shaded one. That's the one it is. But this one looks good. Face sculpt looks really good on it. If you can get past the glare there. Get a little closer. Oh, yeah. And then I think this is like probably a lot of people's favorite is the Cable figure. When I first seen the photos of this figure, the photos didn't do him justice, but looking at it in person, it looks so much better. I don't know why. The pictures just didn't do it any justice, but really good looking figure. Hopefully he'll be able to hold that gun well. We'll see. So we got that wave, and then this one fell on the ground here. These weren't the 97 X-Men, but funny thing is, Weapon X. I never had any of the older figures of Weapon X. So when I seen this one, I really wanted to get it. But I don't know what's going on with the Target website, but I had pre-ordered this. And because you remember when it first came out, the pre-sale sold out like really quick. So pre-ordered it. come around the time that's close to release date, my order got canceled. And they, of course, refunded my money. I was like, well, that's weird. Actually, no, this happened twice, because the first time it happened well before the figure was going to be released. And I just happened to see on my messages from Target, it said order canceled. I was like, what? So I went on there and they'd canceled my order. So I like tried to order it again. It was out of stock. I was like, ah, man, what the heck? So I was like, well, whatever. It happens. And I don't know how many days or weeks it was later, I was doodling around and got on the Target website to see if they had anything in. And there it was again. So I ordered it again. And right whenever they started releasing, it canceled again. I called them and they were like, literally had no excuse of why it happened or anything. Because this isn't the only figure this happened with. Because I tried pre-ordering, I think it was the X Factor Jean Grey, canceled. And there was something else, I can't remember what it was. That Rowdy Piper 3-pack, the Piper's Den or whatever it is, got canceled. And it ain't even close to being out yet, I don't think. I don't think it'll be out till January. So I had to reorder it. So I might not get that one, I don't know. But funny thing is, just like with the Jean Grey, I went into Target and there was like freaking 10 of them on the rack. I was like, ah, man, what is going, I don't understand what's going on with that. Because then I forgot when it was. Obviously, I just happened to walk in when they were released, and there was like 10 of these on the rack, and I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. So, like I said, they canceled the other one, refunded me. I didn't pay for shipping anyways, because I had ordered this figure, and then I ordered a discounted Bradshaw figure, and the amount was total would knock out the shipping. So anyways, I didn't pay for shipping anyways, kind of, but I bought it. I had like some girl math going on there. So anyways, saw it in there. It's like, oh man, the first time I saw it, there was probably 6 on the rack, and I was like, oh well, I'll grab one. And I wouldn't want to spend a lot of money, so would have gotten 2 if I would have been loaded that day, but I was not. So I got 1, but in a turn, probably a week or so later, I went back and let me see if I can find it. I seen them on the shelf again. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get one, because I wanted to basically have like a pretty much naked Wolverine, without all the get up on. I will say the mutton chops not being finished right there looks kind of weird. It's because of that piece that goes on there. I guess it didn't sit right if they were all, but I mean, I guess if that thing was on there, maybe the hair didn't grow right or something. I don't know. So anyways, love the figure like this. Obviously I'll have one somewhere with all the get up on. So really like that figure. Pretty awesome. Love the open-handed claw thing. It's always kind of funny to me. It seemed like at some point in the comic books that I didn't know if Wolverine could actually pop his claws correctly with his hands not clenched. I don't know if I'm dreaming that. Did I just make that up? Because he took a chance of like, or if his hand was like this, it would pop up through his hand. Am I tripping? Or did I just dream that? Anyways, in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. I'm sure I heard it somewhere. So anyways, I love these hands where like, and the paint of them coming out with the animanium on them. Pretty cool. And then another one, not the X-Men 97 one, but the Storm one. Got to pick up Storm if you see her. I was super tempted to get the Mafex Storm just because I wanted a better cape, like her little cape thing. And Marvel Legends capes with like Banshee and Storm are just, they're kind of garbage. I mean, they do the job for what they are. So, is what it is. So anyways, those are some X-Men pickup. Was an X-Men heavy month. This is pretty much my monthly get for October. So, you know, I tried to, we as collectors, you probably know, you got to try to figure out a way to reel that in. And what do I really need? Do I need it? Or do I just want it? We don't need any of it. We just want it. But stuff's getting so expensive. Just like with, what was that? The Black Bolt and Medusa, those 2-packs. I really wanted those, and I went on to, and it's not the seller's fault. This is just the general prices of Marvel Legends, which was on Nerdzoic, which I still shop on there and pick stuff up from him. Always a really good. I've always had nice dealings with the Nerdzoic and with Big Bad Toy Store. They're really good to work with. Then wrestling figure wise, I stick with Ringside Collectibles. No problems with getting shipments in from any of these guys. I will say they're way better to deal with than like Target or Walmart, because man, a lot of the times with those places, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get or if you're going to get it, and it kind of sucks, to be honest. Now you will get some good deals price wise with Target, whenever they're trying to get everything out of there. But man, it's just so hit and miss. So my ordering on Target's online deal is just really gonna. The thing is they have those exclusives. So it's kind of like, man, y'all are really doing me wrong here. So I will say I did get these X-Men 97 figures in, and I'm not a Men on Card collector, so not a big deal. So just FYI, if you are ordering from, they obviously didn't purposely do this, but I know if you order like Minty Fresh from Nerdzoic, they're going to do even better than when you do like the basic shipping. I mean, shipping sucks. So you got to kind of do the best you can to keep them prices low on shipping. So, you know, everyone's got to make their money. But if you do order from Nerdzoic, for sure, he does have that option where they really put some extra care. I think there's a little more of a cost on there. I think he's still doing that. I don't know. This one, though, mine came in. The box, I mean, they were in there good. I think it might have been the way the shipper, I think somebody was pulling like an Ace Ventura at the first of the movie when he's kicking that box around as the UPS or FedEx guy or whatever it is. I'm wondering if they did that, because the only one he was like on the edge was Cable, and it got a little bent up. But other than that, everything else was perfect. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I guess we'll pop these open and kind of get a look at them. I probably won't do these in this video here. I might do them on their own some other time. But a lot of these, I mean, there's some of these guys out here that collect and do these videos too, man. They got this stuff like, I swear, like 2 months ago. I don't know how they do it. They get the hookup somehow or another, which, you know, I'm not being a hater, but kind of sucks sometimes. You kind of last in line to get the figures, which sometimes works out kind of good for people like me, and you see the videos popping up pretty early before you can even get the figures. And, you know, if they're kind of like, then you're, and that FOMO goes real quick. So, but yeah, let's get these popped open. All right, so here we have Cable. So let's get this sucker popped open. This is the big one here. Legends isn't quite as bad as like Farland when it comes to popping these figures up out of here. So let's see here. Oh yeah, we got some little blast effects too with this one. Trying to pull it all out of there. We got some gun action. Oh yeah. Big gun action. And we got some Cable action out there. We're going to get these hands out here too. Nice little tape action. Got our handsies. A little trigger hand. 2 trigger hands, so you can hold 2 guns at once. And then the figure itself has got the fist of the business, and then the open hand to kind of, oh, take my hand. I will say that this plastic feels weird, like it's like lighter but a bigger figure, so you're kind of like, But overall, it's a good looking figure. I like the way the strap's not connected though. It kind of looks weird, but it goes in line with it, so it's not like, well, that's kind of taped on there, I guess. If this was a kid's toy, it'd be falling apart real quick. So we'll see these hands, see how they work with the guns. Oh yeah, they slide right on there. Heavy duty guns. We'll be putting those on there. And we got blast effects too, which is nice. You don't see that too often, seems like, with Marvel Legends, unless you get an Iron Man. So, yeah, we got our blast effects in there. Very nice. See how he stands. If you can even see him there. Oh, yeah. Let's just set him over to the side there. See who we got next. We got old Jubilee. This one, I don't know how I feel about the all black. I kind of like the old one we used to get, but this is what she looked like in the new cartoon. So, and this one also has that weirder feel of plastic. So I will say she's kind of got those, the way the hips, like you can see everything in there. It's kind of like, these got drop down. And if it is, it's really stiff. So, I mean, it's a good looking Jubilee figure. It looks just like from the cartoon pretty much. 100%. Definitely got the raincoat feel on that one. So, yeah, but like I was saying with those hips, it was like that last Miles Morales that came out, the comic book collection one. I just don't like it. They're ugly. It's almost like they're gonna pop out. I gave my son one of those too because they had them marked down, and these have like some super soft plastic going on here. Articulation is very tight in the spots where you don't want them to be. It's always right there in that daggum ankle. So, and we got a little cup that's going to get lost, I'm sure. Yeah, let's see if we can get these out of here. I don't think we are. Yep, there they go. That one popped right out of there. Oh, that's the shake holder there. So we got the drink holding hand, which it looks like it's going to work pretty good. That one just kind of a reaching out looking hand. Pretty cool stuff. And the effects, man, are wildly, like, that's nice. I like that. Or effect pieces, I guess we'll say. Very nice. I don't know if I'll be putting those out on there or not. Still can't hardly get her to stand though. Just got those little gummy legs. So, is she gonna stand? Maybe a little bit. So, that's the Jubilee. Definitely got that cartoon look. And next, we're gonna pop open a little more faction. Not a whole lot to this figure, so. Oh, we're gonna be able to get it. Oh yeah, he's coming right out of there. And we got our extra heads. We're gonna pop up out of there. We'll set that bad boy right there. His usual face that he had more in the cartoon, or the original cartoon from back, whatever year that was. It came out, 92 or 95. I can't remember what year it was. And he's got a little fist. Just set those right there. Then we got Morph. This plastic feels a little bit harder than the other two. The jacket is extra to pop them arms off. I'm sure that thing will come right off. His ankles are a little gummy too. And that's what I kind of thought with Jubilee. She's going to have a hard time standing. Just one little bump and she's going to be gone. Morph, on the other hand, he does pretty good on his own. Yeah. So, then we got a little Sunspot action. Oh, yeah. Let's get this bad boy open. I did have the comic book Sunspot, but I think I did like I sold a bunch of my figures all at once. And I think he got caught up in there in the sale. So, unfortunate, but whatever. It happens, as they say. Oh, these hands. I'm just trying to get them all out at once. Oh, there they go. All right. We got both the left and right, kind of that same kind of palmed hand. And that one. And then we got some Fireball effects. So, and this one, the yellow compared to the other X-Men's yellow is a little bit different. It's like a lighter yellow, like compared to Morph. So, don't know what's up with that. So, same articulation. It's almost like a Spider-Man body. I forgot which one it is. I got so many Spider-Man, but it's a good buck to have. So, this one's plastic, feels kind of like Morph's did. So, we got that one. And then we got the old trusty Wolverine in his jacket and breeches outfit, which this one doesn't have a whole lot going on. See if we can get these out of there without losing them. These cards, we got a deck of cards. I don't even know if I'm going to hardly hold that up to show it. So, my fingers are too fat. And in typical Wolverine style, I can get another there too. And got some fists and like a grabbing hand. Those might hold the cards. I don't know. I don't see it happening, to be honest. So, and then we got our old Wolvie out. A good looking Wolverine. The claws, they're kind of them ones that are kind of, you know what I'm saying? And they're all a little crooked in the packaging. Typical Wolverine business though. Jacket, arms will come off, I'm sure. You could slide it off, but why would you want to do that? Because then you just got brown arms. So, and he's got pinned legs. Huh. I guess they're using them same old legs. I mean they don't look bad, but usually those thicker legs, and even if they are pinned, they hold up all right. You get those thinner old legs of some of them other figures, and they'll start bowing after time, just sitting on the shelf. So, trying to get them legs to work right. Which typically, with Wolverine, you don't have too many problems. He's got that one angry face for this one. Like in pissed off. So, yeah, like that Wolverine. Kind of wish there was another head sculpt to use, but I think we could probably use that other 97 X-Men head. And I already popped her out of there. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Emma Frost. And she's got 2 heads. 2 heads are better than 1. Let me see if we can do this. Got the head with the swooping hair. Sit her right there. She doesn't have a whole lot else in here. We got 2 hands. And they're the typical hands for the ladies. There we got those. And then the problem with these Emma Frost, as everyone else probably knows, is getting her to stand on her own. I usually have to use a stand for the other Emma Frost. So we got her out, man. She's a good looking figure though. That face looks good. And I think you can probably, when you pop that head off, you can take off the cape and stuff. But let's see. Oh yeah, she is not going to be standing. Nope. Let's try. Yeah. If they're going to do figures like this, they need to at least put a daggum stand in there or something. Because these feet are stiff as a board. Well, that's unfortunate. So, still the same problems as the old Emma Frost. So, it is what it is. Good looking figure though. Good looking head. Just wish she could stand up. So, I knew that coming out of the package that was going to be a problem. But I will say, out of this wave, rank-wise though, I would have to say, how many figures we got here? We got 6 figures. We'll say number 6 would probably be Sunspot, 5 Morph, 4 Jubilee, 3 Wolverine, 2 Emma Frost, and then number 1, best figure out of this wave, is Cable. Almost a teeter between 3 and 2 for Emma. Her feet not being able to stand on her own is really going to hinder this figure. So, but that's it. Good looking wave. I'm still a little funny about the color scheme of Sunspot compared to the other yellows of the other X-Men. So, but yeah, that's it, y'all. Number 1 for me is Cable in this wave. So, just, I guess, throw in the comments what your favorite ones are, how would you rank them, and all that kind of good stuff. Y'all have a good one. Later.